Yeah, it is quite a good week.
Good, good.
But yeah, I have to
Yeah.
relax before I go to school.
When does school start?
Um, uh, Next week.
Oh, next week. So what?
Yeah.
Tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay, right. So you've finished your holiday almost. Today's the last day of your holiday, right? Okay. Huang Ang, Shen Chao.
Hello, teacher.
How are you, Huang Ang?
Well, I'm having a very great week.
Good,
Like,
good, good. Do you start school again tomorrow?
um, I don't think we are about to start school at the next at the next month.
Okay, so you still have 1 month holiday.
But no, I don't think I'm at the holiday right now because the extra classes started right after the main class disturbing us.
Right, okay, all right. And Kim, Shen Chao.
Hello, teacher.
How are you, Kim?
I'm doing great.
Good. What have you been doing this week, Kim?
Well, um, if we talk about this weekend, I haven't done much
Mm-hmm.
too, but
Okay.
it's because I was like under the weather this
Oh,
whole week.
really? Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry to hear that. What was it like? A cold or flu or something like that?
yeah, it's kind of like that because the whole week I got like a sore throat and
Right. Okay.
I was feeling pretty tired.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Wow. Very, very good description, Kia. Okay. Very good English. Well, I hope you are feeling better soon.
Yeah, thank you, teacher.
Ding Lam Sin Chao. Ding Lam. Oi, can you hear me? Not yet. Okay, just wait, everyone, for another minute or so. See if everyone else is going to join us. Today we're going to finish off doing our idioms, is what we'll be doing in the lesson. So I have taught you 10 idioms, 10 different idioms that are the most common idioms in English. There are many more than just 10, but these ones are the most common ones. And as I've been saying, idioms will help you get a better score, but you don't have to use them, but they will certainly help. Um, just as Kiam, just as you used before when you said under the weather, that was perfect use of idiom. Okay? You use that perfectly. So if you just use idioms occasionally, you don't need to use them every sentence. Okay? It would sound silly if every
Yeah.
sentence is an idiom.
Hello.
Okay, Ding Lam, Sin Chao.
Hi, teacher.
How are you, Ding Lam?
Good. I'm fine.
Good, good. Okay, welcome to class. So, who have we got? I've got Jafet, Ding Lam, Huang Ang, Him. Okay, anyone else yet? Okay, I think I will start it. I don't want to keep you people waiting too long while we wait for the people who are still asleep to wake up and join us. Like your cousin, Huang Ang.
Well, I don't know where she was, so
No, she always sleep in. She always sleeps in. Um, and she usually comes about 10 minutes late. She needs to wake up earlier, I think. Okay, everyone. So, first thing we're going to be doing is some idioms, and then I will come back and give you uh, something that I think I have shown some of you before, but I find very useful for helping with pronunciation. Ding Lam. Ding Lam.
Yes.
Especially for you, by the way, Ding Lam. So one of the things, Ding Lam, you need to do to improve your vocabulary, Ding Lam, is getting very good. Okay, your sentences, okay, are becoming good, Ding Lam. You are doing well. But one thing we need to improve with you is your pronunciation, because remember, pronunciation is still worth 25% of the score. Does that make sense, Ding Lam?
Yes, I understand.
Okay, so I will show you shortly a way you can improve your pronunciation, a way that you can do it yourself. You don't need me there to be able to supervise you. Ladok ang, xin chào.
Hello,
Lad-
teacher.
How are you, Ladok ang?
I'm good, thank you.
Good, good. Welcome to class. Do you start school tomorrow, by the way, Ladok ang?
I don't.
You don't. Okay. I know some students still have one more month holiday. I know.
I don't think so.
No, I think some
Probably.
students still on holiday.
Uh,
Yeah, and but some other students start tomorrow. I know. Okay. Ladok Ang, I can see you. That's great. Thank you for turning your camera on. Okay, everyone, we will start by looking at the last couple of idioms. Hang on just a moment. I will find it for you. Where have they gone? Here they are. Okay. Okay, Laduk Ang, can you see the document? The idioms document.
yes.
Okay, good. All right, everyone, please, everyone, I want you to give me, you should be doing this quite easily now, one sentence using each of these idioms. Okay? One sentence using each of these idioms. First one is not my cup of tea. Just give me one sentence, simple sentence. Excuse me. I still have a little bit of a cough. One sentence, everyone, using not my cup of tea. Kim, can you start, please?
Oh, I'll make one sentence.
Yeah, in any sentence. So you can see here, for example, Kim, here is an example sentence.
Oh,
Okay?
yes.
Just give me one of your own. Okay?
Uh, Bean sprout aren't my cup of tea.
Very good. Remember what I said though, Kim, is well, it's a good sentence. You don't use this idiom with food. Okay?
Oh, right.
Sounds weird in English if you use it with food. Anything else is okay. All right. So you usually use it with some sort of activity. I will come back to you. Jafet,
Yes.
not my cup of tea.
Basketball is not my cup of tea.
Ding Lam, sorry, Ding Lam, I can't hear you.
Football is not my cup of tea.
Good. Huang Ang,
Reading Western novels isn't quite my cup of tea.
Kim,
Um, Tennis aren't my cup of tea. Is it my cup of
okay.
tea?
Good. Perfect. Okay. Let's call it a day. Okay, everyone. Remember, let's call it a day just means to finish, to stop doing something. Jafet.
The online class is about to end. Let's call it a day.
Perfect. Ding Lam.
I'm too tired. Let's go eat today.
Laduk Ang.
We have been mowing the lawn for 2 hours. Let's go eat today.
Huang Ang.
I've been playing games for too long, so let's go at today.
Kim.
That's the last of the lesson. Let's call it a day.
Piece of cake. Kim, how was your maths test?
The math test was a piece of cake.
Jafet, how was your chemistry test?
Piece of cake.
Ding Lam, how was your Vietnamese literature test?
Piece of cake.
Laduk Ang,
Yes,
how was your physics test?
a piece of cake.
Huang Ang, how was your English test?
It was not a piece of cake.
Perfect. Okay. You guys are all doing very well at this. Okay. You are sounding like native speakers. Excellent. Excellent. All right. Next one, everyone. Under the weather just means you are feeling a little bit sick or unwell. Example sentence. I'm staying at home today. I feel under the weather. I won't go to school today. I'm feeling under the weather. I won't come out to meet you for coffee today. I feel under the weather. Kiam, your turn, please.
Uh, I cannot go out to watch a movie with you. I feel under the weather.
Jafet.
Uh, I can't go to play soccer today. I am under the weather.
Ding Lam. Ding Lam, oi, can't hear you. Disappeared. Leduk Ang.
Um, Feeling under the weather. Me and my friend, uh, me and my friend just stayed at home.
Feeling under the weather, me and my friends stayed at home. Yeah, that's okay. That's fine. Just change the order of the phrase, but that's fine. Leduk Ang. Nguyen. Nguyen.
Yeah, teacher.
Okay, welcome to
Uh,
class, Nguyen. Can you give me a sentence for under the weather?
uh, I don't go to play football today. I feel under the weather.
Huang Ang.
Um, I I'm afraid I could I'm afraid I could hang out with my friends today. I've been feeling under the weather.
Okay, good. And Ding Lam.
I'm not going to the gym because I'm feel under the weather.
Perfect. Number 5, everyone. Once in a blue moon. Something that happens very rarely. We go out for dinner once in a blue moon. Kiam.
I pump my tire once in a blue moon.
Oh, really? Is that true? Okay. Jafet.
I go to the cinema once in a blue moon.
Ding Lam.
I go out with my friend one in the blue moon.
Nguyen. Bang Nguyen.
Uh, we go traveling one in a blue moon.
Huang Ang.
I actually try to study once in a blue moon.
Really? Is that true, Huang Ang?
That is
I'm
absolutely true.
is that I thought you study more than that. I thought you are more diligent than that, Huang Ang. Okay. Next one, everyone. Number 6. Cost an arm and a leg. Something that is very expensive. My iPhone cost me an arm and a leg. Kim.
Uh, that lotto costs an arm and a leg.
Fat. Jafet.
That car costs an arm and a leg.
Nguyen. Pham Nguyen.
Uh, my dad car cost an arm and a leg.
Fine. Just remember, it just means very expensive. Anything that is very expensive costs an arm and a leg. Fu Kwang. Welcome to class, Fu Kwang. Xin chao.
Hello, teacher. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. Cost an arm and a leg, Fu Kwang.
This PC costs an arm and a leg.
Huang Ang.
Just a single PlayStation 5 could cost you an arm and a leg.
True. Ledok Ang.
That engagement ring cost her husband an arm and a leg.
Right. Very good, everyone. Okay, you're doing very well at this. And just check to see if anyone else has joined the class. Not yet. Okay. All right. Bite the bullet. Bite the bullet, not quite so common, just means to do something that is difficult or not fun or unpleasant. Okay? I decided to bite the bullet and visit my aunt, who I don't like very much. Okay? Just means to make yourself do something that you don't really want to do? Kiam.
I decided to bite the bullet and feed that snapping turtle.
Right. Jafet.
I decided to bite the bullet and do the exam.
Huang Wen. Wen, oi.
I decide to eat a bullet and uh, take a literature test again.
Okay. Ding Lam.
I tried to beat the bullet and clean the house.
Le Duc Ang.
I decided to bite the bullet and go out to buy grocery. Yeah.
Okay. Fu Quang.
I decide to buy the bullet and learn grammar again.
And Huang Ang.
I decided to bite the bullet and take on one of the hardest games called Undertale.
Very good. Good. Fu Quang, can you turn your microphone up, please, if you can? You're very,
Okay.
very hard to hear. Very hard to hear compared to the others. Okay, number 8, everyone. Blessing in disguise. Okay, something that seems bad at first, but later turns out to be good. Okay, such as, I missed the bus to school, but that turned out to be blessing in disguise because then the bus was in a crash and many people were hurt. Okay, Kiam.
Yes.
Blessing in disguise, Kiam. Blessing in disguise.
The hangout was cut short, but that was a blessing in disguise because it started raining very heavy.
Okay, good, good. I'm just trying to think of another good example for you, everyone. Maybe something like the war in the Middle East is a blessing in disguise because then it means people might use less oil. So at first, it doesn't seem like a good thing because the price of oil, the price of petrol increases. But then maybe it's a blessing in disguise because people start to use less natural resources. That's one example of how you can use blessing in disguise. Jafet,
Yes.
blessing in disguise.
Uh, hmm. Like, I need to think.
Okay, I come back to you.
Yes.
Nguyen, Pham Nguyen,
Yeah, teacher.
blessing in disguise. Nguyen?
Uh, let's see. Mm, I was late to school lesson in guys because uh, I don't have to go to school today.
Okay. Ding Lam.
Using calculator is blessing in this skills because it's very hard to learn way to do it.
Okay, can you just say disguise, please, Ding Lam? This word here, disguise.
This guy.
That's better, okay? Not disqueeze. It is disguise, guys. Rhymes with sky, rhymes with sky. Disguise, disguise. Can you say blessing in disguise, please, Ding Lam?
Blessing in this guy.
Better. Shafat.
I try a new exotic food. Um, like I thought it was bad at first, but it was a blessing in disguise because it tastes really good.
Okay, not bad, Jafet. Not bad. Not bad. Ledok Ang.
My grandfather hard training for me was a blessing in disguise
Okay, Fu
because
Quang. Yeah, because why, Ledokang? Because why?
because now I can um repetitively do my hard tasks to gradually complete it, I think.
Right. Okay. Okay. A good one for that would be my grandfather made me do my math homework for 1 hour every night. But that was a blessing in disguise because now I find doing maths really easy. Okay, something like that. Fuquang.
Going late into class was blessed in disguise because after that our teacher said to rest.
Not bad. Huang Ang.
I am so frustrated at the game because I just lost all the loot in a server, but it turned out to be a blessing in disguise because I surprisingly got better enchantments and gears.
Okay, good. All right, everyone. So just two more of these, two more, and then we will have learnt all 10. First one here is spill the beans, which just means to reveal a secret. Okay, example, she spilled the beans about the surprise birthday party. Okay, to spill the beans is to reveal a secret that you are not supposed to tell anyone about. Okay, spill the beans just means to tell a secret. Kiam,
Yes, teacher.
can you try this one? Spill the beans. Spill the beans just means to tell a secret to someone.
Um, she spilled the bean about the newly bought car.
Okay, good. Perfect one. Very good. Newly bought car might be supposed to be a secret. Didn't want anyone to know. All right. Something else could be she spilled the beans about where he hid the money. Okay, is another example. Jafet.
Uh, we shouldn't tell Mike about our secrets because he might spill the beans.
Perfect. All right. Win. Win.
Mm, my
Spill the
best
beans.
skill,
Yeah.
my best
Spill the beans.
skill that been up in my birthday.
Not quite. Ding Lam.
I speak to my friends about my girlfriend.
I spill the beans about my girlfriend. Yeah, not bad. Laduk Ang.
We decided to spill the bean after knowing it's her birthday.
Okay. Fuquang.
My friend spilled the beans after the conservation.
Sorry, after the conversation. Conversation.
Uh,
Okay, and
conversation.
Huang Ang.
Um, my my best friend spilled the beans by telling everyone, including my parents, that I was going to an internet cafe.
Right. Perfect. Very good. Okay, so spill the beans, everyone, just means to reveal a secret or tell everyone a secret when you are not supposed to. Okay, he spilled the beans about his mother's age. Okay, so she was very angry with him. Okay, he told everyone how old his mother really was, and she was very angry. He spilled the beans about his mother's age. There's another example. Okay, last one of these, everyone. This one here, get cold feet. Okay, to become nervous or scared before doing something. Example, he thought she was very beautiful and wanted to ask her out for coffee, but then he got cold feet and another guy asked her out instead. Okay, get cold feet just means to get nervous about something. Doesn't have to be a date, just has to be something. Something that you get nervous or scared about and don't do. All right? He was going to go study in America, but then he got cold feet and decided not to go. It just means got nervous about doing this. Kiam,
Yes, teacher.
cold feet. He got cold feet.
Let me see.
Just means to get nervous or get scared about doing something.
He thought he can cook a nice meal for her, but he got cold feet and messed it up.
Okay. Okay, good. That's fine. Just means good. Just means he got nervous, got scared. That's all getting cold feet means.
All right.
Okay. Fang Win. 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 Oi. Jafet.
Yes, he got cold feet. He got cold feet because the interview yesterday wasn't too good. Wasn't
Not
great.
quite. No, that's not quite. He got nervous because the
Oh,
interview
yeah.
yesterday wasn't too good.
Wait, wait,
Doesn't
wait.
make sense.
Wait. I picked the wrong one.
Yeah. Yeah.
He gets cold feet because the interview is about to start.
Yes. Good. Okay. Ding Lam.
My friend thought he can't handle my test, but he got cool feet when he reached my test.
Okay. Leduk Ang.
I was once getting cold feet when trying to talk to other people, but now I'm a little bit more confident, so it's not really a problem anymore.
Perfect. Very good sentence, Leduk Ang. Excellent complex sentence. Doing well. Fu Quang. Fu Quang.
He got cold feet after taking an exam.
He got nervous. Not quite. He got. Remember, it just means to get nervous. So, do you get nervous after taking the exam?
Yes, because my mom and my dad will
Okay.
look my
Normally,
face.
you would get nervous before you take the exam, not after. So, you would
Oh,
normally have a sentence like, he wanted to take the Ielts test, but then he got cold feet because he thought he wouldn't get a good score.
oh, okay.
Does that make sense, Fu Kuang? That's how you use
Yes,
it. Okay.
yes.
Huang Ang.
I am getting cold feet because it is just 1 month away from 1 month away from me and the IELTS test.
Right. Is that true, by the way, Huang Ang? Is
It
that
is
true?
true.
Or
It
are you
is.
going to do it in 1 month? Okay, we will have a talk about that closer to the time. I will give you 1 or 2 extra lessons, okay, Huang Ang,
Right. Thank you.
to help you with that. Okay, so about 1 month. Is that right? Did you say?
Yes.
Okay, good. Do you have a date, an exact date yet, Huang Ang, or not yet?
I didn't register yet, so
Okay.
I didn't
Okay.
get the date.
All right. Okay. Let me know. Okay, everyone. So most of you are doing pretty well at the idioms. All right. These are the 10 idioms that are the most common in English. Some of them you will never use, but it is useful just to be aware of them in case you hear them as part of a listening test. All right. At least you will have an idea of what they mean. We will do a review of these next week. Are there any questions before we leave the idioms? Okay, one thing I want to share with you now is to do with pronunciation. And I will show you this. Hang on just a moment, just have to find it. Okay, share this with you. Okay, now I've shown some of you this before, but some of you won't have seen this before. So now is a good time to remind you. Pronunciation, I hope you all remember, is worth 25% of your speaking test. Most of the time, with our lessons, we concentrate, of course, on vocabulary, we concentrate on grammar, um, but which are all worth 25%, but pronunciation, how clearly you are saying words, is also worth 25%. So it's worth a big proportion of the score. One thing you can do in your own time to improve your pronunciation is to download an app such as this. This is one that I have used before. And again, I think I've shown some of you this. It's called Otter AI. Otter AI. Kiam, can you see the page?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so you can see up here, you can see it's called Otter, OTTER .ai. Otter AI. This is free. Their basic software is free. If you want the pay one, costs about $16 a month, which you don't want to pay, of course. But the basic one is free. What this does is it transcribes, it writes down what you are saying. How do you use this? Well, of course, what you do is you just find something to read in English. You read it using this app. You read it and get the app to record yourself and then check to see if what the app is writing for you is exactly the same as what you are reading from. Jafet, does this make sense to you?
Yes.
In other words, it's a way of checking your pronunciation to make sure you are pronouncing all the words clearly so that the app can understand what you are saying. And you can check very quickly, of course, because if the app is writing the wrong word, then you know you are not pronouncing it correctly. So like I say, you can do this anytime by yourself. You don't need me to supervise this for you. But for someone like you, Ding Lam,
Yes.
okay, this is a very useful tool for you, Ding Lam, okay, this app. As I say, it's free, okay? The basic version is free. Doesn't cost you anything. Just download. Just go to Otter AI, download the free app, which you can see here on the page I have here for you. And then just get anything in English, and read it. And see what the Otter AI, see how it transcribes it for you to check that your pronunciation is okay. Ding Lam, does this make sense to you?
Yes, of course, I see.
Okay, so all of you, this is a very, very easy way of checking your pronunciation. And like I say, it's worth doing because pronunciation is also worth 25% of your final score. We spend a lot of time looking at vocabulary and sentence structure and grammar, but we don't spend that much time, I know, on pronunciation. The reason for that, most of your pronunciation, most of you, is pretty good, but there are still some of you, and the occasional word, all of you will still mispronounce the occasional word. This is a great way to check for free that you are pronouncing words correctly just by reading English. You don't have to make anything up. Just find some English passage, something from a book, something from a magazine, something online, and read it. Read it aloud into the app. And the app will check your pronunciation for you. Are there any questions about that, anyone? Okay, so Otter AI. I'll send it to you in chat, everyone. Okay, I've sent you the name of the program in chat. So you can look that up and download it sometime. And like I say, the free version is good enough. Don't need to pay for it. Just use the free version. Okay. Now I'm just going to share with you, we're just going to do a little bit more part 3 speaking practice. Got a new student for you this time. Just for a change. I'll just share this with you now. Okay, Ledok Ang, can you see the video?
Yes.
Excellent. All right, everyone. So this particular student, she is Indian. She got a score of 8.5 for speaking. 8.5. So again, just going to listen to some of her answers and I'll get you to practice as well. Again, the reason I'm doing this, I just want you to know if you get an 8.5 or a 9, what you should sound like. Getting a 9, by the way, is very rare for speaking, maybe 1%. So don't worry if you don't get a 9. I'm sure none of you need a 9, but this just gives you an idea. The things to listen for, what she is doing. Number one, as I've said to you the last few weeks, you don't need to use formal or academic vocabulary. You don't need to. You just need to speak without making mistakes. That is the main reason why these people get 8 and 9. Yes, they do use 1 or 2 or 3 formal or academic words, but not many. Okay, let's listen to hear how she answers this question.
Go to the theater or plays?
100%. I feel like a huge part about our culture and just our country in general is the movie, the art, the music. I feel like it really plays such a huge role. And it's not just locally, I feel like even internationally, our movies hold such a big value. So, yeah, you can really see that, um, curiosity and eagerness to watch those new movies and that excitement that people have built up and that energy, you can really see it through the audience. So I think it's a huge, huge, huge part of our.
Okay, by the way, you'll notice here, okay, she repeats this word here, huge, 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 okay, to give added emphasis. Okay, it's like saying very, very, very. It's very, 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 very important. This is one thing you can do in English if you want to show how strongly you feel about something. You repeat the adjective or the adverb 2 or 3 times, just to give extra emphasis to what you are saying or to show how strongly you feel about something.
Our country.
Is it easy to get tickets?
Okay, go back. I'll just play this for you one more time.
Huge part about our culture and just our country in general is the movie, the art, the music. I feel like it really plays such a huge role. And it's not just locally, I feel like even internationally, our movies hold such a big value. So, yeah, you can really see that, um, curiosity and eagerness to watch those new movies and that excitement that people have built up and that energy, you can really see it through the audience. So I think it's a huge, huge, huge part of our country.
Is it
Okay. Fuquan,
Yes.
what tense is she speaking in, by the way? What tense? Did you notice?
No.
You didn't notice? Okay. Leduk Ang,
Yes.
what tense is she speaking in? What tense? Past, present, future.
Present?
Yes, she's speaking in present tense, everyone. Tense, by the way, is one of the things that will help you get a high score. Tense, when we are looking at writing task one, when we are looking at graphs, tables, and charts, they are just about always in past tense. Speaking, often past, present, or future, depending on what you're talking about. One of the reasons she gets 8.5 for this is because her tense is completely correct. She is speaking in present tense. I feel. Feel is present. Felt, of course, is past. But she keeps talking in the correct tense, and hopefully you notice that she's not using complicated language or making any mistakes. Okay, Kim.
Teacher.
Your turn, please. Okay, so remember for these, I will just stop the share for a moment and show you all something else very quickly. These are our two main strategies when answering part 3 questions, and that is a part 3 question she is answering, by the way. We answer, explain, example. Okay, is strategy number 1, AEE, answer, explain, example. Or the other way you can answer, some people think, other people think, I think. Now, you don't have to use these, but these are two very simple ways of structuring your answer so that you can talk for 5 or 6 sentences. Answer the question, explain your answer, give an example. Or, some people think, other people think, I think. Okay, straight away, you have a structure in your mind to help you answer these questions, which, as I say, will help you talk for 5 or 6 sentences, which is the length of a part 3 answer. So, Kim,
Yes, teacher.
is going to the movies or the theater important in Vietnam?
Well, in my opinion, I think that there's two sides of the question is the youth and the people. Like the younger people would absolutely love to go to the theater to watch movies and stuff, but the older people would prefer to stay home and maybe watch the movie in the TV. So, example like my grandma would uh stay home all the time and she likes to watch movies in the television that she really preferred to stay home to watch it more than going out to a theater to watch the movies.
Okay, that was excellent answer, Kim. You used AEE perfectly. Okay, very good, Kim. Very good.
Yes.
So that is how you use AEE. Kim, answer the question, okay? He started off by saying, in my opinion, depends whether you are talking about old people or young people. Is that right, Kim? Is that what she said?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he gave the example of his grandma. You know, his grandma liked to stay home and watch movies on TV, doesn't want to go out. Shafat.
Yes.
Your turn, Jafet. Is going to the movie or the theater. By the way, everyone, theater in this question means going to something like a live play, not a movie. Okay? Theater. That is what is different from in English. When you talk about going to the theater, you're normally talking about going to see something that is live, like a play or some sort of musical, as opposed to a movie. All right, which is different. So, Jafat, is going to the movie or the theater, is that important part of Vietnamese culture?
Hmm. Yes, I think so. So I'm not really into go to theater because like I always go to watch movies because I'm not like watching something someone play songs or something like that. Like they playing music instruments. Also, yeah, I prefer watching movies because it brings me some kinds of emotions that excitement or something like that. So, like for example, the Spider-Man movies recently published. I really like to watch it, and like when I go to the movie theaters, I get some kind of emotion like um first time watching a new movie. So yeah, something like that.
Okay, so not bad, Jafet. Some of your vocabulary is not so good. You make a few mistakes, all right? So but the length of your answer is good, Jafet. So this is what you need to do, Jafet. So use AEE, okay? Answer the question. So you say, for me, I don't like to go and see live performances. I like going to movies. Um, I enjoy going to movies because it can make me feel excited or happy or sad sometimes. For example, the latest Spider-Man movie I think is really exciting. I went to see that with my friends and I enjoyed it very much. Jafet, does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so you answer the question, Jafat. So you say, for me, I enjoy going to movies. Young people in Vietnam, most young people enjoy going to the movies. Okay, and then you explain why. Why do you like going to movies? Okay,
Okay.
and then you say an example, like Spider-Man. For example, I went to the latest Spider-Man movie and I really enjoyed it because it was very entertaining and exciting. Does that make sense, Jafat?
Yes.
Okay, so you just using AEE gives some structure to your answer. All right?
All right.
And then you just need to be careful with some of your vocabulary. And again, Jafat, just again using simple words just to describe where you went, what you did, how you feel. Okay? You know most of these words already.
Okay.
Okay, so it doesn't have to be anything complicated. Okay. Um, Nguyen, Nguyen, Pham Nguyen.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, Nguyen. Is going to the movies important for most young Vietnamese people?
Hmm.
Okay, Nguyen. First of all you have to answer the question. Do
Yeah,
most young people like going to movies, Nguyen?
I think it's no.
Most young people don't like going to movies, you think?
Yes, I think that.
Okay, and all right, and then you say, why is that? Nguyen? Why?
I think we can watch the film upload like on YouTube or some website,
Hmm.
and it is more cheaper and convenient and save more time.
Okay, good. And then you give an example. Nguyen, can you think of an example of some movie maybe you have watched online recently?
For example, is adventure in PC world or engine.
Yeah, can you think of the name of a movie, Nguyen?
Like Spider-Man or Spider-Man movie.
Okay, all right. So this is how you use AEE. Okay, Nguyen? Answer, explain, example. All right?
Yeah.
So you give your answer, you say, no, I don't think young people like going to the movies, and then you explain because. Okay? Because it's expensive to go to the movies, much cheaper to watch it online, watch on YouTube or something like that. And then you give an example. So answer, explain, example. That's how this works. All right. I'll just stop that. We'll look at one more question from this student. Everyone? Where has she got? Okay.
The art, the music, I feel like it really plays such a huge role. And it's not just locally, I feel like even internationally, our movies hold such a big value. So, yeah, you can really see that, um, curiosity and eagerness to watch those new movies and that excitement that people have built up and that energy, you can really see it through the audience. So, I think it's a huge, huge, huge part of our country.
Is it easy to get tickets to big shows?
It really depends. It's like first come, first serve. So if you book early, you're lucky. Otherwise, you do have to wait in the line for sure. Maybe watch it like 3 months after it's released or on Netflix or whatever television platform that you have. Yeah.
Okay. One phrase here you might not know, everyone.
Depends. It's like first come, first serve. So
Okay, this here, first come, first serve, is a common English expression. Just means that if you are the fastest, all right, if there are a limited number of tickets or places to something available, okay, if you are the fastest to order it or buy it, then you will get it. First come, first serve. Just means you have to be fast. If you want to get a ticket or buy something that is in short supply, all right, the people who are the quickest will get it. The ones who are the slowest won't get it. First come, first served. First come, first served. Just means if you are fast, then you will get it. First come, first served. You will see, by the way, again, that her answer to this question isn't that long. So while I say that answers to part 3 questions should all be 5 or 6 sentences, if you can only think of 2 or 3 sentences, that's fine. Don't worry. Okay, because they will ask you another question where maybe you can give a longer answer. So don't feel you have to make every answer 5 or 6 sentences. You only talk for as long as you can answer the question and make sense. Don't feel you have to make every answer 5 or 6 sentences. I'll just play your answer one more time.
see it through the audience. So I think it's a huge, huge, huge part of our country.
Is it easy to get tickets to big shows?
It really depends. It's like first come, first serve. So if you book early, you're lucky. Otherwise, you do have to wait in the line for sure. Maybe watch it like 3 months after it's released or on Netflix or whatever television platform that you have. Yeah.
Okay. Ladok Ang.
Yes.
Is it easy? Remember, by the way, you will often be asked questions that you've never been asked before. Okay, Ladok Ang? So you have to be prepared to answer any question. Is it easy in Hanoi, you think, to get tickets to popular shows?
Oh, you mean popular show like what?
Well, popular show like some new movie that has come out, or popular show, maybe some famous singer or someone has come to Hanoi.
Oh, I
Excuse
think
me. I need to be absent for like 5 minutes and then I'll go back.
Okay, thank you, Huang Ang. Thank you for telling me.
okay. So, personally, I think getting a ticket to like the famous singer. I think
Mm-hmm.
we did get like some visits from famous singer worldwide to Vietnam,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it is kind of hard. And plus, they're like the place were held in somewhere in Da Nang, like somewhere else, not in Hanoi, the capital. So I think it is also another like another hard for us to get a ticket. And I don't think it's just about money. I think you need to be fast. Maybe someone will use uh like their power, I think, to get a ticket. And yeah, I think it's
their power. You mean like
like
their if they know someone.
family power or yeah,
Right.
richness, worthiness, yeah.
Okay, so
Well,
this is a good point, Ledok. I'm glad you mentioned it. The word in English, Ledok, is this. Okay,
yeah, connection, yeah. I forgot.
connections.
I forgot about it.
Yeah, now you know. Okay, so you don't need to use the word power so much. Just use connections. Connections. Okay.
I was thinking about it, but
Good.
it would
Good.
be too long for me to think. So I would just do it easy.
Okay, that's fine. Now you remember the word. That's
And
great.
about the movies, I think they
Mhm.
can go to cinemas.
Mhm.
It is might be not cheap, but yeah, it is accessible.
Okay.
So I think only the singers would be like a hard. Yeah.
Okay, so your answer not bad, Ledok Ang, just a little bit unstructured, confused. Okay, so again, remember to use the AEE structure. Will improve your answer a lot, Ledok Ang. Okay. All right. So you answer the question. Is it easy to get tickets for big shows? Well, not often. All right. And then you explain about connections or being fast, and then you give an example of some act or some show that has come to Hanoi. Does that
I
make
was
sense,
just
Ledokang?
I was just explaining, not.
Mm. Your ideas, Ledokang, are perfectly fine, okay? They are good. Your explanation is good, but it just sounds a little bit unstructured, okay? Needs to sound
Yeah,
a little
I was
to be more
only
fluent.
like explaining and not giving examples.
Sure, okay. But give the example. You gave an example. You told me about the singer who comes to Hanoi.
Oh,
So just to use that structure helps you sound more fluent. Fuquan, Fuquan,
oh yeah.
do you
Yes.
think, yeah, is it easy to get tickets to big shows in Hanoi?
In our place, we rarely go to the big shows, I think, and I don't usually go to big shows, so I think that getting ticket to big show is not easy at all because in our place there are not many activities. We just have activity on our hmm, when we go with our parent or some event like New Year, for example, there is some people dancing on the street in New Year and I participating in that. So it does not matter to get ticket to some big show in the New Year.
Okay, so not bad, Fuquang. Again, you will, like I was saying before to Ledokang, I'm giving you some of these questions because you have to be able to answer questions that you have never thought about before. So for something like this, even though maybe you and your family, you don't go to any big show, you would have to start thinking about, well, if someone does want to go to a big or popular show, how do they get tickets in Hanoi? Is this difficult? Is it easy? So you have to be able to give some opinion about that. Does that make sense, Fuqua?
Yes.
So, for example, you might say, well, for me, I don't usually go to big shows. There is no one really who I like to go and see. But, however, if there was an important show in Hanoi, well, then you either have to try book a ticket online or maybe you have to go and wait at a certain place to buy the ticket, and maybe you have to wait there for some hours if the ticket is very popular. For example, I remember when the singing group BTS came to Hanoi. Many people wanted to get tickets, and some of them go and wait outside the theater all night to make sure they are the first to get tickets. Does that make sense, Fuquan?
Yes.
So you can see how I've given an answer, I've explained, and then I've given an example. That's how this works. Ding Lam, your turn. Ding Lam.
Um,
Is it easy, Ding Lam? Is it easy Ding Lam, to get tickets to go to a big show in Hanoi?
I don't think so because a big shows such as concerts or famous films release, I think that is hard and not to be acceptable to buy it because of because there are a lot of fans of these famous singers or famous films want to get the ticket, so the tickets maybe is higher, it have a higher price than normal Moreover, because of a lot of people wanting to watch it, so the concerts or the cinemas don't have enough tickets for everyone. May it's maybe makes makes people hard to get it. For example, in Vietnam, the movies called Spider-Man: A Brand New Day is released, so there are a lot of people want to watch it, and there are not enough tickets for watchers. So if you want to watch it now, you had to buy it back at a higher price in market, or you had to uh, buy a price, but it you had to watch it in next week.
Okay, not bad, Ding Lam, not bad. You follow the structure pretty well. You answer, explain, give example. Just at the end there, okay, your English got a little bit confused. Okay, so your example, Ding Lam, doesn't have to be very long, okay? Just a couple of sentences is fine. So you talk about the Spider-Man movie, Ding Lam,
Yes.
okay? Yeah, and you just say, for example, the new Spider-Man movie is very popular in Hanoi. A lot of people want to see it. So you either have to be very quick at booking the ticket online, or you have to be prepared maybe to wait for 2 or 3 weeks to see it. Okay, Ding Lam? That's
Yes.
all that's all you need to say. Okay, you don't make your answer too long, Ding Lam. Otherwise, you get confused. Okay.
Yes.
All right, Ding Lam. So remember, just 2 or 3 for you. Just short sentences for the example is all you need. All right, Huang Ang.
Yes.
Getting tickets to big shows that come to Hanoi, is that easy?
I think it depends on what type of show it is. If if it is some trendy music live shows, then I think it is nearly impossible to get the tickets because always it is always the aggressive fans who will absolutely book like a few hundred tickets and then just sell it with higher prices. But if it is for like a small artist or or some like a street artist, I think that is really easy to just get get a like a few dollars ticket and support them. For example, there was a show created by the government, and the tickets for the show, it was shows for just for like 30 minutes on sale online.
Okay, that's pretty good. Pretty good, Wang Ang. You gave answer, explain, and a good example. Excellent. All right, everyone, are there any questions about that? Come back and do more about this next week. For the last 25 minutes of our lesson today, just want to go back, finish off this writing task 1, okay, that we've been looking at for quite some time now. I want to finish this today. Just share this, get to share this with you now. Where are we? Okay, Kiam, can you see the document?
Yes, teacher, I can see.
Excellent. Okay, everyone, what we are doing, we are looking at, we have been looking at this table for the last few weeks, teacher salaries in different countries, all right? Australia, Denmark, Japan, Korea, and the USA. The differences between teacher salaries over a number of years. So remember the last few weeks, we have been going through each paragraph. Just again, to remind everyone, most of you should know this completely by now. There are 4 paragraphs to the answer. We use the acronym POT to help us structure our answer. POT stands for paraphrase, overview, and 2 detail paragraphs. So 4 paragraphs in total, paraphrase, overview, 2 detail paragraphs. Paraphrase is simply a rewriting, okay, of the topic sentence. The overview is a summary of the main interesting things you see in the graph, table, or chart. What is biggest, what is smallest, what has changed the most. Those are the things you are always looking for in the overview. Biggest, smallest, what's changed. You're always looking for these. Then in the detail paragraphs, you start to use numbers. No numbers in the overview paragraph, but in the detail paragraph, you do need to use numbers. How long should it be? About 150 words. Your overview, 2 sentences, no more than 3. Same with each detail paragraph. Only 2 or 3 sentences is enough. Detail paragraph number 1, we looked at last week. Okay, we looked at who has the highest starting salary for teachers. Japan. Because this is the detail paragraph, we have to put a number in. Detail paragraph is where you start to use numbers. All right. Then in what order did the other countries come in? Okay, and then who had the lowest starting pay? Detail paragraph number 2, okay, we are looking at the changes in salary over the period of time. So detail paragraph number 1, we just looked in detail who has the biggest starting salary, who has the smallest starting salary. What I want you to send me now in chat, everyone, beginning with this phrase, however, future salary increases vary drastically. To vary drastically means to change a lot, depending on what country you are in. So in chat, everyone, I want you to tell me, okay, what happens to each country in terms of future salary changes. Okay, what country has the biggest increase? If you are a teacher in, say, Australia, what sort of salary increase can you look forward to after 15 years? What is your maximum salary going to be? And then how does that compare to the salaries of other countries? Again, I just want 2 sentences. You can see in detail paragraph 1, which was just about who has the highest, who has the lowest salaries. Only need 2 sentences. This paragraph, we are looking at how salaries change over the years. And I've made it easy for you by showing you how you can begin. All right. However, future salary increases vary drastically. So, which country has the biggest increase? Who has the next biggest increase? And so on. Who doesn't increase at all? Maybe there is a country here which doesn't increase. 2 sentences, please. Send them to me now in chat. So you are writing detail paragraph number 2, the 4th paragraph. Ding Lam, do you understand what I want you to do?
Yes, of course.
Okay, good. So everyone, I want you to send me 2 sentences. Detail paragraph number 2. 2 sentences in chat, everyone. Ledok Ang, does this make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, please send them to me in chat. What I am looking for, of course, is that you have identified the countries correctly, and of course that your English is correct. Oops. Please let me know if you can't see the table. I can either make it smaller or bigger. Right. I'm just going to get a drink of water. Back in a moment. Oh, here. Okay, Ding Lam.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, Ding Lam. So you are didn't quite understand what I wanted. So you were not beginning with overall. Okay. So you're doing so we're not doing the overview paragraph. The overview paragraph is the one that begins overall. We are looking at detail paragraph number 2. So you need to look at, and you need to use some figures, Ding Lam, okay, about future salary changes. All right. So, Ding Lam, looking at the table,
Yes.
okay, which country has the biggest salary increase? Look at the
Now,
table.
yes, the Korea is a country has the biggest change.
It's true. Okay. So that's what you need to write. Okay. And how much does it increase?
It's increased. Let me calculate. Um, 53.
Okay, about 53. So it goes so you can see you are correct. So Korea, the starting salary is 29. Okay, Ding Lam?
Yes.
Okay. And then the maximum salary is 82. So 29, to go from 29 to 82 is nearly 3 times. Is that right, Ding Lam?
Yes.
Okay. Goes from 29 is about 30,000, 82 getting close to 90,000. So the salary of a teacher in Korea increases by nearly 3 times.
Yes.
So this is what you need to write about, Ding Lam. Okay?
Yes.
So, for example, the first sentence could be, however, future salary increases vary drastically. Teachers in Korea, their salary will increase by nearly 3 times, from 29,000 to 82,000. That is what you need to write. Then who has the next biggest increase? Ding Lam. All right, this is the sort of thing you are looking for. I hope this makes sense. Okay, Jafet.
Yes.
All right, so looking at your writing, Jafet, just be careful first that word vary, okay?
Ugh.
Future salary increases vary. This version of the word vary is spelt with an A, not an E, all right? Vary means to change.
Yeah.
It's a different word,
I
not very.
forgot about that.
Okay. Very sharp. Okay. Korean. Future salary increases very sharply. Korean teachers leading, okay,
Okay.
with a salary increase of nearly 3 times.
Oh,
As I was just explaining to Ding Lam, you can see Korea, they start at 29,000. Okay. The
okay.
maximum salary is 82,000. So during the course of their teaching career, okay, over time, their salary increases by nearly 3 times.
Oh, okay.
So that is the sort of thing you need to put in your explanation, okay?
Okay.
Teaching salaries in Korea increase nearly 3 times, all right, from 29,000 to 82,000, all right?
Right.
Moreover, Japanese educators, moreover, you would say Japanese educators also have a large salary increase.
Yes.
Their salary, it nearly doubles, doesn't it? Goes from 34 to 67.
Yes.
So you need to be able to use words like that. How it increases nearly 3 times, how it nearly doubles, okay?
Okay.
Or okay, and whose salary doesn't increase at all? Jafet, that is the other thing.
Yeah, I'm thinking about like talk about the maximum salary only, so I don't think about like triple or double.
Right.
Yeah.
That is the sort of thing you need to look at, okay? Triple
Yes.
or double, that kind of thing you need to keep in mind. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Fuquan.
Yes.
Okay, let's look at your writer. USA went from 32 to 47,000. All right. So the first one you'd probably look at is Korea, Fuquan, not the
Oh,
USA. First of all, you look at the one who has the biggest. All right.
oh, okay.
However, future salary increases vary drastically. Korea has the biggest salary increase, going from 29 to 82,000. All right.
Oh, okay.
And then who was next? Who was next?
USA.
Is the USA next? They go from 32 to 60. Yeah, so they nearly double.
Oh, I forgot to see the maximum salary.
Right. Okay, so you go for who was the biggest, then who was next, and then whose salary doesn't increase at all. Okay?
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so for all of these, everyone, you don't need to write about every country, remember. You don't write about every country. You only write about the countries that have the biggest change or the smallest change or no change at all. Okay, anybody else just quickly? We've got less than 10 minutes left of this lesson, everyone. Huang An,
Yes.
future salary in Korea likely tripled. Okay, likely is not the correct adverb for here. Okay, it didn't likely triple, it nearly tripled.
Nearly.
All right, future salary in Korea nearly tripled.
Wait, teacher, can I see the table again?
Sure. Can you see it now?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. So Huang An, future salary in Korea nearly tripled from, and again, you don't need to use merely. All right. Future salary in Korea tripled from 29 to 82,000. Don't need to use following up. Just start a new sentence. Teachers' income in Japan almost doubled from 32 to 67. And the one we haven't mentioned, whose doesn't change at all, Huang Ang?
I think it was Denmark.
Correct. Okay. So you need to mention Denmark.
But I thought we mentioned Denmark in the first paragraph, right?
In the first paragraph, which
Third
paragraph?
paragraph.
Which detail paragraph one?
Yes.
We did, but in this paragraph, we're looking at who changes the most. All right. In detail paragraph one, we looked at who was the biggest at the beginning. In detail paragraph two, we're looking at which one has changed the most or doesn't change the most. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right. So detail paragraph one is just all about who starts off having the biggest salary, then who was second, who was third. Detail paragraph two, remember, because the table then looks at changes over time. So we need to have a paragraph about that. So that's what this paragraph is about. So you need to mention Denmark again.
Um, may I see the
Yeah,
yes.
sure. Sorry. Okay, Kiam. Kiam.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, that's pretty good, Kiam.
Yeah.
Yeah, Korea's teachers' future salary uh, increase roughly 3 times. Correct. This is Japan, which rises from 34 to 67. Right behind them is the USA. Denmark's future salaries stays the same, making the lowest in the table. Yeah, that's pretty good, Kiam. Good.
Oh, thank you.
Just a couple of vocabulary, not lexical resource mistakes, Kiam, but I won't worry about that too much at the moment. You have the right idea. You have the right
Oh,
idea, which is the main thing.
all right, teacher.
All right, everyone. Only 5 minutes left for the rest of the lesson. Rest of you should be just about finished by now. Leduk Ang, how are you going?
I just done the
Okay.
first detail
Should
with
be just about
17.
should be just about finished by now. Remember, if this was the test, you would only have 5 minutes to do this part. Should be able to do this in 5 minutes. Okay, thank you, Leduk Ang.
That's the first detail.
Yeah. Firstly, Korean nearly threefold its instructor salary. Okay. Firstly, Korea.
Korea, I forgot.
Yeah. Korea increases its instructor salary nearly threefold, is the correct. Okay. All right. From 29 to 82,000 over 15 years. Followed by Japan. All right. With an educator salary of 67,000, all right, which has doubled over a 15-year period. All right. Don't need to repeat 15-year period again. Okay, Ledokang? Haven't got time. So don't need to worry about that. And the only thing you haven't mentioned, Ledokang, whose hasn't increased? Whose hasn't increased?
I will probably do that in the last one.
Okay, this is the last one.
Yeah, what? No, I
All right.
mean the last detail.
Yeah, this is the last detail. All
Huh?
right. Remember, we've already done detail paragraph 1.
Oh,
This is detail paragraph 2.
oh, oh yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to do this very quickly, everyone, so that you understand before we finish this, because I want to finish this today. All right? Future salary increases vary dramatically. All right? By the way, Fung Ledokang, can you see what I'm typing as I'm typing?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I thought we are doing the third paragraph, not the fourth.
Yeah, we're doing the 4th. Yeah. Salaries in Korea. I'll just finish this, everyone, then we will call it a day. Okay? Okay, Jafet,
Yes.
can you please read? Can you please read what I've written so far here, please?
Okay. However, future salary increased vary drastically. Salaries in Korea increased nearly threefold, while salaries in Japan nearly double. However, teachers in
All right. What country am I going to write? Can you guess, Jafet? What country?
wait,
It's
the
still a
one is
tricky one.
stable, the one that is stable, one.
Yeah. Which is the country? Having a quick look, everyone. Which is the
Denmark.
country that doesn't change? Denmark. Correct. Teachers in Denmark. Okay. All right. Jafet, keeping going with this. What word am I going to write? What word
Uh,
have I started to write? Teachers in Denmark. REC.
RC, re,
Yeah. REC. What is the word I'm going to write? I've written half of it.
I just think that should be remain unchanged.
Eh, eh, yeah, that is true, but that won't make a correct sentence. Teachers, okay, grammatically, that won't make a correct sentence. What you are saying is true, but I need to write this grammatically. Okay, teachers in Denmark. What is the word I'm going to write? Jafet.
I think I don't know.
Okay, Kiam. What word am I writing? Kiam.
Receive.
Correct. What is the next word I'm going to write? Ledokang. Ledokang.
Yes,
What is the next word I'm going to write? Teachers in Denmark receive what? Beginning with N,
receive. Neutral.
not neutral.
What the hell?
This one. This word.
Uh, no change.
Yeah, no.
Changes.
No, let me see if I write this again. What is a word that begins with P, which means salary? Anyone tell me?
Price. No.
Begins with P,
Hourly.
P, 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 means salary. Huang Ang, Huang Ang.
Yes, yes.
A word that means salary begins with P. Short word, short word.
I think it means pay.
Correct. Good. Receive no pay increase during their. Now, see if anyone can tell me this last word to finish off the sentence. However, teachers in Denmark receive no pay increase at all during their. Anyone know what the word I'm going to type is?
Carrier?
Sorry? Was it going?
I think it is carrier.
You are correct. Exactly right. Perfect. Ta-da. Okay. However, teachers in Denmark receive no pay increase at all during their career. All right. So, everyone, this is going to be, sorry, I deleted it by mistake. Detail paragraph 2.